I wanted to pass on word that Otto Warmbier has just passed away. He spent a year and a half in North Korea. A lot of bad things happened, but at least we got him home to be with his parents, where they were so happy to see him, even though he was in very tough condition, but he just passed away a little while ago. It's a brutal regime, and we'll be able to handle it.
That is the president slamming the brutal regime of North Korea following the death of American student Otto Warmbier. Warmbier was imprisoned for removing a propaganda poster from the wall of a North Korean hotel, only to be returned to the United States after suffering severe brain damage. Right now, there are still 3 Americans being held in North Korea. So what do we do? How do we prevent these people from being tortured the way he clearly was? Joining me is Fox News strategic analyst, Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters. Good to have you here, Colonel.
Hi, Trish.
What do we do? I mean, how do we retaliate in any way? And if so, how can we?
Well, the first thing we need to do is forbid travel by American citizens to North Korea. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, the kid shouldn't have gone there. We know that, right? He should not have been there, but you know, he's a 22-year-old kid, and let's at least give him the benefit of the doubt. 22-year-olds make stupid, dumb decisions sometimes.
Look, and I made my share.
Parents, and now his life over as a result of the North Koreans. Well,
we all feel sympathy with his parents. And the North Koreans beat him so badly in prison that he suffered permanent brain damage and ultimately died. And this is an evil act.
Yeah.
But, you know, we need to act on several fronts.
Okay.
Now, what can we do about North Korea? Short of military action, we have no remaining direct leverage over North Korea. The path to North Korea goes through China. Now, on the campaign trail, President Trump...
You're going big picture on me, and Colonel, forgive me, I want to get to that in a second, but I'm talking about just what do we do? I talked to Colonel Schaefer just last evening, who was making the point that we can't allow this, and that under different administrations, we wouldn't have allowed this. I mean, he was basically citing Obama and saying that because of the strategic patience, it enabled them to capture this kid and torture him and then send him home just days before he died. But is there a way, sort of a tit for tat, for us to go back after them so they know they can't do this? They can't treat our prisoners, our American citizens that they've imprisoned, like that.
Well, they can. And that's why they do it. And again, Trish, you know, I would love to satisfy you on every detail, but the path goes through China. If we are unwilling to get tough with China, China will not get tough with North Korea. Now, during his campaign, President Trump made a lot of promises about getting tough with China. He hasn't followed through on them. President Xi convinced him that, well, just be patient. We'll work with North Korea. We'll help you. They're not helping us. What you need to do is very clear. You hit the Chinese banks that are facilitating money laundering, facilitating money transfers, allowing the North Korean elite to live lives of luxury while their people starve. Short of military action, working through China to crack down hard, and it'll take some real cracking down in China, there is nothing we can do, and rhetoric won't help.
Okay.
Actions are what matter.
Colonel, we play by one set of rules, and some of these bad actors, they play by a whole other set of rules. Is there any reason why we can't go in and just say enough with this regime? We need to put better people in charge there in this crazy country because this guy's such a wild man, we don't know what he's going to do?
Well, if you do that, you're talking about a general war, not surgical strikes, a real war. Now, if the American people want that and have the stomach for it, we can defeat North Korea. It will be, as Jim Mattis has said, Secretary Mattis, it would be a real war and it would be a bloody mess. It may come to that. But why would we plunge into a war when we can leverage China? Hit the Chinese banks. There's a lot less bloodshed if we hit the Chinese banks and make them pay for helping North Korea.
All right.
North Korea needs to feel pain. Short of military action, we can't make them feel pain. It's cold, it's ugly, but it's true.
Some good advice from Colonel Peters. Go after the money. Go after those Chinese banks. And don't stand for any of this anymore.
Always go after the money.
Indeed. All right. Thanks, Colonel.